Hey guys, Evander here, back with another review from Tesstudio. They just keep on coming. Today I'm going to be reviewing their Molle Panel vault divider for the Cybertruck and comparing it to Tesla's, which already is difficult to compare to since it doesn't fit with a bed mat in there. It's just too darn tight. So Tesstudio solves that problem with some little feet that are adjustable. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, RedKnave 20. It's going to get you 20% off this or anything on their website, as always. Link in the description below. Be sure to check them out. Alrighty, so let's get the comparison started. First off, they're both made of the same materials, and they practically look identical. I haven't opened the latch yet, so I will do that and compare it to how Tesla did it, and we'll see who does it better. But I already know the answer, so let's jump into it. All right, let's do a little first-person comparison. Tesla's on the left, Tesstudio is on the right. So you can see here, the bottom corners are quite different. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Tesla's little side feet here, they've got a flat side and the rest is circular. Teststudio's pretty much the same. Got the rubber, yeah, practically identical to each other. The Molle panels are the same distance because that's standardized. So yeah, the main difference here is going to be the feet. Let's see if the latching mechanism works any differently. This is Tesla's. Mine's starting to feel a little loose, actually. This was $350 for Tesla's, by the way. Initially, Tesla sent us the vault divider, and this had a faulty design in that people's latch was breaking off because there was too much force exerted on a certain part of this little latch system, and they sent everybody a replacement that strengthened it. It looks like Tesstudio uses the same strengthened design, so it's not going to break on you. All right, let's look at the feet here. All right, we got Tesla's on top, Teststudio's on the bottom. So this is why the Tesla version does not fit with bed mats, is they use these little rubbery feet, but they are not adjustable in the slightest. So if a bed mat is introduced, it just adds too much height, and then the locking little pins here don't align with your L-track, and it doesn't insert correctly. So the solution here is having some adjustable feet. They can spin and tighten into place when needed. Tesstudio provides you with the tools, I dropped the other one, needed to get in here and tighten this from both sides so that this nut is resting firmly against this foot. So let me put in the Tesstudio and show you what that looks like. Here's the Tesstudio one in the vault bed. I like to have mine right about here on top of these D-rings. That gives me the most space while still allowing me to open my little smuggler's bay. So the first step you're going to do is open this little latch that releases both of these sides. And then you're going to align it with two of the holes. It's difficult to know which ones it is. Just look at both sides, and then I'm pressing this down to engage those sides simultaneously. You want to kind of just look at both sides, work your way back and forth before locking it in place, and then this isn't going anywhere. If you are using a mat, this is where you're going to go to these feet here and spin them until they touch the ground, or the mat in this case. Because if you don't, this bottom part is not touching the floor yet. So you could fit quite a thick mat back here, and we want to pinch the vault divider against it. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on both of these feet until it is nice and tight on both sides. All right, per the instructions here, if you engage this latch and this, when engaged, is not long enough, it's not inserting fully, then you get the tool provided, put it in here. Counterclockwise will lengthen it, clockwise will shorten it. So I'm going to turn it, see if you can see this moving as it lengthens. So I gave each side about 1.5 turns. You just want to do it equally and then try again. So if it doesn't fit, don't worry. You can make this go in and out, and then you can adjust the feet. So there is a way to tweak this to be a perfectly tight fit. All right, it is now nice and sturdily put in there, as tight as I felt comfortable. I do really appreciate how adaptable this one is compared to Tesla's. This one's very modular in that it can adapt on the length and on the height. My suggestion would be to start lengthening as needed for the sides. Once that's dialed in, then insert it, lock it in, start twisting and raising the feet. It's going to make it perfect. Absolutely love it. I've got my 3D printed T-Reps Molle panel hooks. I will include a link to a bunch of things. I did a review for the side Molle panels from Tesstudio. So I'll include those links for those accessories again if you didn't watch that video. But any of these can be attached to the Vault Divider since it shares the same Molle panel system. But yeah, very, very glad I have this one. Don't need to worry about getting my vault bed all dirty now that I have a mat in there. And finally, something compatible with the mat. So thanks again, Tesstudio, for sending this one over. And again, 20% off, RedNate20. That does it for this video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe as always. And thanks for stopping by. See you next time.